Accurate local forecast with meteorologist Jackson Chastain starts now.
We have some dangerous conditions on the roads tomorrow with all that snow on the way. Can you break it down for us, Jackson?
Oh, I've got all the details for you, Mallory. We've been tracking this all week, and actually earlier on it looked like we might not get anything at all, but lo and behold, we're finally looking at a snow event, perhaps our biggest snow event of the winter. It's going to be a very different picture looking out at Mechanicsburg just 24 hours from now. Now, temperature-wise, we're sitting at 33 currently in Harrisburg, 32 in Mifflintown, and 36 in Chambersburg. This is in the aftermath of the recent passage of a cold front. You can see that front now having moved off the eastern coast. That low, which is going to drive this snow, is still positioned in the Carolinas, and that's going to slowly make its way up to the north overnight and then into Sunday morning. And that is the driver of this snow event. Now that we have the cold in place, everything is set up for that snow to occur. Lows will get to about 26, 27 degrees. Really nothing all too bad, relatively mild, I'd say, compared to where we've been. Now, with the snow in mind, they have issued, the National Weather Service, several winter storm warnings. That is for the bulk of the mid-state, including some winter storm advisories for some of our northwest counties, namely Mifflin and Juniata counties. So all of us are under some kind of advisory or warning. Again, that doesn't mean it's the end of the world. It just means you need to be aware and then staying keen and focused as you step out the door for the day. And this is what we're expecting. That snow developing later in the morning, about 9, 10 a.m., becoming steady by your lunchtime hour. And that lunchtime hour to dinner time is really going to be that time frame for the steadiest and the heaviest snow. So if you're considering travel, I would actually reconsider it because it's not going to be a great time out on the roads. Thankfully, we are going to wrap things up by the time you get to about 6, 7, 8 p.m. And so you look at your precision cast, you see exactly that. By about 9, 10 in the morning, the upper northern edge of that snow shield arrives in the mid-state. It overspreads the region in the following hours, enveloping it by about noon, and that will continue into the afternoon. You already start to see some clearing by the time you get into the late afternoon, early evening hours, and by about 7 p.m., you're looking at pretty much partial clearing there, full clearing by the time we get into the late evening. We're expecting about 3 to 6 inches in most places. Further to the north and to the west, you'll get about 1 to 3. It's a pretty hard cutoff, and any wobble with this system can result in more or less snow. So again, don't expect the maximum. I would really be conservative and expect about 3 or 4 inches because that is really what we've seen with the data, and the data has been consistent for the past several runs. Now, beyond that, we are going to be dropping down into the teens to start off this week. That is Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, where you have highs that are below 20 degrees. And if you look at the average of 38, you can just tell how polar of an air mass this is. This air, by the way, came all the way from the Siberian regions, the North Pole, and it traveled all the way down here. And that's why we're seeing these frigid temperatures heading into next week. That's not helped by the fact that winds get quite breezy, 10 to 15 miles per hour on Monday and about 5 to 10 on Tuesday. So that means wind chills are a huge factor heading into your out the door hours. So adding an extra layer necessary. In fact, it will be cold enough that we get into the negatives. That's Wednesday morning. We rebound heading into the weekend. Again, we'll keep you updated on that snow, but for now, that's a quick look at your forecast. I'll send it over to Caleb for sports.